said resubscribe is what it said.
Mm-hmm.
Resubscribe. Today's Hallie's
Virginia.
Yeah, a whole bunch of them got it now.
Clifford, I think I seen his sister.
Yeah, she went wild.
Huh?
She went wild.
You got a kid?
Well, y'all, it done gotten dark on us. Lee was over here. He got to working on something the other day, and he tore it apart. Well, then it dawned on him that's how to fix the baler. So he come back here to tear the baler apart, tear that roller apart, see if it was the same as whatever he was working on. And it turns out he figured it out. So now we need to go to New Holland and get some parts. And since I had him here, I had 2 bolts out of the 6 that wouldn't line up on the rake. So he helped me smack that rake back together. So now I'll give you a picture of that when the daylight comes back. But now we got a tricycle rake. You know, I spent good money on that thing, and I ain't never got it put together yet. So it's together. Dad's gonna put some hay bales in here for these cows. We've been over farting around, talking, you know. Anyways, we done run out of the sheet bales for the most part. So now we got these net wrap bales we got to do. But we pretty much run out of the sheet bales. There's a couple of them left. Howdy, y'all. It's raining. So there's the roller. This is the rod that goes inside of the roller. The roller goes up there where that bar is. And this end cap is broken on the other side. And the bolts that held it in there broke. But we didn't know how to get that apart. Well, Lee figured it out and came back here yesterday and figured it out because he had already worked on something else and figured it out. So now we just got to get those parts. And then he helped me put my rake together. And, well, I always wanted a tricycle rake because we never had one. We just had the regular roller bars. So I went and bought another rake so that I didn't have to disconnect those 2 roller bars to go do a single row or drag both of them with me. Because I like the roller bar. Dad likes the wheel rake. But anyways, so New Holland quit making these rakes. But I'm like, I want me a single tricycle. Let me just go and try to find one. So I called New Holland up, and yeah, they quoted me some astronomical price. And they go, well, you know, call these people. These people can give you a lot better price. So, all right. So I called Fry's in Pennsylvania. And I don't know if they're affiliated with the Fry's junkyard up there or what the deal is, but I called Fry's, and that whole assembly right there, not including the tires, was like $600 for the entire tricycle assembly. New Holland wanted $1,400. So I got the tires off of eBay. I don't know, they were like $100 or something like that. Tires and tubes, something like that. So now I have a tricycle rake. Hopefully it'll be easy to hook up and just go with it. We're definitely gonna give it a whirl this year. But since that's an older rake, those two beams coming down, well, you know how somebody turns a little too short and twists the rake a little bit. Well, that's kind of what happened. So this main beam coming down was twisted just enough that we couldn't quite get it in there. And when I bought that rake, the hitch was loose. There's a video on it. The hitch was loose, and so I had to put on new bolts in it to tighten it up because it was wobbling around on there. So, but anyways, we got it together. We need to put some grease in it yet, and then hopefully get to use it this year. We had another video on rebuilding the rear end of it. We did use it for the last bit of haymaking last year. Dad was pulling it around behind the Alice, so it worked. We put new dog in there, new spring, new pin, and put a new universal on there. That was a real pain, but there it is, my high dollar rake. So, but you know what? We've been using it. I use it. Dad don't like it. Dad don't like using the roller bars because you have to hydraulically steer them, and you constantly have to be looking behind you when you're raking. Dad likes to put the rake down and just go forward and don't look back. So, but anyways, we use them. We went out and flipped some hay rows over with it, and flip some hay rows over with that, and we'll do some more. Every now and again you get a field that's just too thick, and all you need is a single rake. You don't need a big old V rake. That 10-wheel V rake is too big for some fields some years. So it's okay to have a couple extra rakes around, you know. But we need to figure out what Dad and Lee did with the parts, and maybe we can go to New Holland and find the parts, fix this baler. I need some parts to fix the 55 over here. I need a gasket or something. I'm not sure exactly where the oil is leaking, but it's definitely running out of the pump, or running down the pump on the front. So we got to fix that. This Chevy right here needs a new battery. The battery is done. Needs a new battery. Been on the battery charger for weeks now. But you know, it's a Chevy, so you can't just put any battery in it. Chevy's the only one on this whole farm that has to have a special battery, you know, around here. You can't just drop another battery in there. Well, I mean, I guess the Internationals have their own special battery, but there's four of those, so we can always steal a battery out of something else if we need to. But anyways, after going to all the trouble to put this battery in the 55, it won't start. It cranks, but it goes ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. So I guess it's going to need a little bit of juice to that. So I guess we'll just steal the battery charger off the truck for a minute. Again. Well, we got down here under the tractor, although we need to start it. And the oil's dripping off right here. I don't know if it's just a gasket under this piece or not, But as we climb down here, we notice this bolt's loose. This one that screws in the side of the motor. That thing's not even remotely tight. It's just loose. I could take that out. I don't know how many more we got down here. The other ones all look tight. I mean, oop, that one's loose too. This is what holds the tractor, holds the front axle to the tractor. That's not good. That's not good at all. But yeah, that one's loose. This one's loose. Nothing like going across the field and the whole front axle falling off your tractor. Yeah, that's not good at all. Okay, it's good to crawl down here, I guess. Wonder what else is loose. We do have a little bit of small fuel leak down here. There's a little bit of red stuff on the end of this line, but we can live with a tiny fuel leak. But we're knocking dirt down our head. We can live with a tiny fuel leak, but we can't live with it dumping all the hydraulic oil off down here. That's an open hole right there. I don't know why that's open. Is it supposed to be open or not? That's an open hole. And I put the wrench to this and did a little turn on it to try to tighten it up when I found it leaking, but it didn't seem to help. I don't know if these bolts screw into the engine block that would allow oil to leak out of there or not. But I guess we need to start this tractor and see exactly where it's dripping from before we go down to get some parts. Because I'm pretty sure I got to change the gaskets that's in here. But I didn't know all these bolts were loose. I might check the other side too. I can't be having that. Can't be having that at all. And that holds the whole tractor together. These over here are all tight. Those are all tight. But anyways, I need to start this tractor. Stuff. Go here and find us some parts. Well, y'all, we went in there and spent a bunch of money. That was a bunch of money. Use that disc vine, use that hay rake, use one of them balers. I don't know, they tell us to buy crones. Other people tell us, all the neighbors Dealers tell us to start buying Krone. Get rid of this New Holland. That's what they tell us. There's one of them bale grabbers. See what they got sitting back here. Lots of New Hollands. Every one of these I could take home if I actually had money. Used equipment. What they got into used equipment. That's about all we can afford. I got some square balers, pallet forks and buckets. Got plenty of roller bars. Bush hogs. I got 5 square balers. A couple of disc binds over here. A couple of them. All kinds of square balers, bush hog, hay chopper. Here's another roller bar. Another square baler. We've got a 459E. 459E looks like it's missing a shield on the side of it. It's a net wrap. Looks like a small bale though. I don't know what size that is. Got the collectors on it. 459E. There you got an older one over there. And a Vermeer. A little manure spreader. Got these brand new ones over here. Brand new yeller ones. I wouldn't need all that. They got them cutters or processors or something in them. I don't need all that just to make a round bale. Now we got a Massey square baler, some Papex, plenty of bush hogs. We got one BR 7060 baler over here. I don't know nothing about that one. Solid special. Some more disc binds. Little manure spreader. I got one Massey Ferguson sitting back here for some reason. Some Krone cutters. Plenty of bush hogs. Running gears. Little tiny running gear. Over there, a little easy. Scraper blades and rotor tillers. Some box blade. Scraper. Yep. Plenty of stuff to look at. I could use me a box scraper like that. Dad bought one. We'll have to see if it's any good. He paid way too much for it. So maybe we'll actually use it. Alright, y'all, we're gonna go across the street. See what they got over there. Plenty of stuff to get yourself in trouble with. Well, we were at Ridgeview, New Holland across the street. Now we're at Virginia Tractor in Orange, Virginia. They got a bunch of balers over here. I see them used stuff on the other side of the parking lot. It's raining a good bit. We had the day off because of the rain, so we come down here to find some parts. These over here look like they've been used. Look how high that thing sits up there with all their knives in it. It's crazy looking. Just crazy looking. I don't need all that. That one one there is definitely used. That one is a 567. That's a big baler there. 450M. That one's got extra rollers, extra stuff. Lots of little stuff over here. Lots and lots of little stuff. Now we don't deal with this location. No reason. We just don't. Because Virginia Tractor, we got one right up the road. So, you know, we don't come all the way down here to deal with this location. But big grain drill. John Deere over here on the end with a disc vine hooked to it. I don't know what its story is. Looks like the tongue is bent on it. Let's see, we got another roller bar over here. A couple 7520. 7520 all faded out. Got a fairly newer loader on it. It's all faded out. This one here is a 5115R. Bunch of used stuff. That one right there put some hay bales in. 55E. And this 7610 over here with a loader. With a grabber on it and a bucket. And that could put somebody to good use. That's 110 horse if my memory's right. Looks like the grill's a little banged up in it. Otherwise, tractor's not terrible looking. Definitely banged up the grill in it. Yep. A whole bunch of new ones up here.